Hi Sacred Souls, welcome to my channel Sacred Intuition 111. Maybe the number 5 is very relevant for you. Maybe there is some kind of conflict that is going on in your life. Maybe you are feeling a little bit in the dark because I just realized I didn't turn on the lights before. Wait. Oh. Whoa, this light is actually out of power. Never mind. But we're not gonna get a fuss about this. Anyway, don't give a fuss. So, we're gonna get a mystery message. But you know what? I'm feeling guided to actually not do the mystery message right now. I want to dive into it with the Lenormand. And let's see what wants to come out. What is the story? I'm seeing the 5 of Wands, and of course, like the Lenormand. Okay, something is en route towards you. Okay, well, I'm guided to do a big Lenormand spread. Haven't done one in a while. Okay. Oh, wow, there's a secret in the house, or when it comes to stability, foundations, family, connection. But, oh, wow. Okay, I do not like the coffin in the tree because that can literally talk about an ending of a person's life. Oh, wow. Okay, I have to say this because, I do not particularly enjoy this. But it could be that one has to say goodbye to a family member. And a positive surprise is actually still in the clouds, but it's coming like in the fall time. Wow. You are in the stars because the woman for me is always the viewer. This is getting interesting. There is a loss when it comes to, loss of a friend. Oh, I don't like this energy at all. Okay, now I have to really think because that is not something that you normally should talk about when you're reading cards. This is why I'm a bit taken aback. Okay. The masculine is actually in the anchor. And normally they would be lying here. And the masculine is directly under the house of the feminine. The feminine has a decision, while the masculine's energy is the sun. So that is, oh wow, there is definitely some clearing up when it comes to this masculine energy. And the feminine energy has a choice to make when it comes to contracts or relationship connections. Of course, it doesn't have to necessarily mean that there is a death. Okay, it could be also a transforming growth, but that is also very positive interpretation, to be fair. There is a transformation when it comes to your stability in your house, in your family. There is something changing. The coffin stands for endings and beginnings. Whatever it is, the solution or whatever is coming, it is happening in divine timing because the key is in the house of the clover. That clover, though, is in the house of the fox. Now, the fox can be very sneaky, but the fox is also very strategic. So, and I do remember the ship stands for something that takes a long time, but it's also something that is desired, okay? And it was in the reverse. So something didn't want to end before. okay? Someone might have had to move away from some kind of family dynamic or some kind of foundation that they're built for themselves because it's mirroring into one another. And the positive surprise that is the flower bouquet is in the house of the clouds. And normally it is positioned here because it's the 9th house, but it's covered by the tower. And the tower talks about something that is across borders, or so there might be a positive surprise as you're traveling during fall season. You might get a surprise by an X, because the clouds card also talks about an X. Where are the clouds? There. The clouds are in the sun. I'm telling you, this is the masculine energy. So we are definitely talking about someone you already have known. This is not a new love energy at all. This is someone you're deeply connected with who you already share past experiences, also in this lifetime. This journey together has been taking quite some time. That's what I'm getting here, but is en route because it is also in the house of the rider, and it is also mirroring here. And the house and the rider is in the house of the ring. That's the decision that the feminine is going to be met with, right? The book, The Secret, that is going to be revealed in the house and what is going to cause this transformation is about hidden emotions. Because finances, if we would look at career, it would be finances. But the fishes talk about the soul level, it talks about hidden emotions, and everything is in flow. So, and that's the secret. And there is a message that is coming that is bringing in this new beginning and bringing in some kind of lightheartedness. The letter is in the house of, the mice. Okay. Now I'm getting a specific thing. This might be really true, that there is actually some kind of growth that is happening after something truly ended. And because something truly ended, something new could begin. Because before, this love was faced with a lot of detours because the heart is in the house of the snake. And look, in the house of the heart is the scythe. There was hurt and pain when it came to the heart. This could also stand for heartbreak of some kind of loss, but it's also something that is very sudden and unexpected. Something that took quite a long time because the snake is not only poisonous, but it's also something that never takes the direct route. So therefore, it speaks of detours. And the snake itself can also talk about transformation because snakes shed their skin. This journey has been destined, but it also has been a burden. It has been about lessons. And those lessons had to be learned. And those lessons will only be able to be learned as someone is actually opening up this book and really diving deep, understanding oneself. But not only you, also the person that you're connected to. And this unraveling of the secrets of oneself is also what is bringing this in. But someone, that's what I'm getting, also tried not to look within. Someone tried to keep this book closed. Someone tried to close this chapter on this connection. But it couldn't, because this is coming back around. And this is coming either when you're traveling abroad, maybe you are at a distance, or this is someone who's coming out of the cold or out of isolation coming towards you. The clarity that you're receiving, because you're also in the house of the stars, and the star is in the house of the scythe. This sudden clarity that is being illuminated, like it's bringing in this illumination, and also this harmony. And the lilies also stand for winter. So this could take root during autumn, fall season, but actually blossom into abundance during winter time. So the last 3 months of this year are going to be super, super transformative for you in this connection. And yeah, it's a Six of Cups. There is going to be a very sudden reconciliation reunion. There's a timeline that is opening up. Okay, I definitely know how I'm gonna title this reading. A reunion timeline is opening up. That's it. Maybe the 16th of October is relevant, maybe the 30th. And that's also the clearing up. Okay, so it is going to be the masculine energy that is going to do the clearing up of the energy. And masculine energy doesn't have to mean that they have to be male in body, right? You could be a male watching, and you could be more embodying and more resonating with the feminine energy. Then this is your person who's going to clear up the energy because they're more in the masculine energy. Okay. Because it's in the house of the rods, the brooms. Whatever conversation that is going to happen, it's going to bring in peace and harmony. Which then, and also this communication that someone has been very nervous about is going to bring a lot of growth and healing here. Because the tree is in the house of the birds. Look, the birds are in the house of the stork. There's a lot of jittered feelings. There's a lot of anxiousness. There is like, and this is why I got like this the 5 energy. 5 is about changes in numerology. 555 is like the tower moment in numerology. But it also talks about the 5 of Wands. It's the external conflict. 5 of Thoughts is our internal conflict. The 5 of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold. And the 5 of Cups is like the deep regret card. So this is exactly what this is. So 555 is also very relevant here. This change is coming. Like, this is in the works. I feel a bit like, yeah, like really anxious. I just really want to like rub my palms. Like someone might also have like sweaty palms because someone is like really, yeah, someone is really planning something here. But it's not something that you see coming, 100% not. This new beginning of the stability of this working together is coming in. But you have to trust that this is all coming at the right time. Something in the past really blocked this, but it was also this kind of struggle for power. I feel like this person really was a huge fan of staying in control. And you felt like you were blocked from your happiness, like from your luck. It seemed like your luck didn't pan out for you. I love that you are lying in the house of the stars. You are having the clarity. You are shining. And you're very positive. And you're putting yourself first. That's also something that is very relevant here. But I think this is also what is drawing this person into your life. Because you are like this lighthouse in the dark. And you had to learn to become this. This stork. There is nervousness. And there are also going to be people who are going to be talking about this once this is coming together. People will have opinions about it. And I'm being advised to tell you to stand your ground and stay above it. because you know what? People will always have opinions, but it shouldn't control how you live your life, okay? Yeah, there is this person that you're connected to is also deeply afraid that once they are actually gathering the courage to come forward, that they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose this connection, this sacred soul connection. They're afraid of losing this after they have the clarity as to how to come forward. They are scared of their deep emotions. I don't think they ever really told you how they feel about you. And something is going to open up as to why this person walked away or distanced themselves. You might be also, that would be super random, but maybe for one of you, you are actually going to run into each other in a different country, like completely unexpected. Interesting energy, actually, to be fair, because the park is in the house of the tower, and the tower also can talk about like across borders. But it also talks about how someone who was very distant and you didn't see them out in public, that this is going to change around. Yeah, and it seems like this clearing energy or that encounter in the public is actually going to spark it that you are actually going to have this conversation. That's why. Because someone was deeply afraid. Interesting that it's mirroring, actually. Because normally the mice are also here in the house of the letter. But this communication and 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords. Someone is really afraid to speak their truth. Someone was deeply afraid to send this message, actually. I'm hearing it was to a great part, like due to ego. Yeah. And what was blocked was this connection, or that the cycle was being closed out. But the decision is to have a new beginning, to have this change. Even though the story can also talk about relocation, but here I'm actually going more a decision point, like the 2 of Wands energy. We talked about the sky already in the heart, but there's this message that is coming in when it comes to the ring. We talked about the book and the fish. We talked about the letter in the child. Like I said, I love the energy, this sun energy, this pure masculine power. And this offer, someone is going to take action to presenting an offer, while the feminine energy is standing in this Queen of Pentacles energy and is ready to take this on, this new beginning. I love it. I love it. It might not yet be vibrationally matched completely because there's Knight energy and Queen energy, but the aces are matching in energy, so that's beautiful. What is hidden, but what the desire is for harmony. What is hidden, though, is that the sun is coming out, that it's turning around positively. And what has been hidden was also this self-protectiveness, but also this strategy. This person has been strategizing to come forward for a long time. This is not just a whimsical kind of like, oh yeah, I felt like doing it. No. When this person is coming forward and this person is going to address you, believe me when I say this, they thought about this long and hard. That is someone who makes a decision and stands by it. This is not someone who is wishy-washy. This person rather runs for the hills, even though they love you, than to just say whatever. That's not the kind of person that I'm picking up. Now, the snake is in the house of the key. So again, it's a confirmation that this was all meant to be, and that all these detours, all these delays were meant to be resolved at the right time. The dog is in the house of the fishes. Yeah, there always has been this feeling, this deep connectedness, even though it was hidden and not seen in the 3D. And the masculine energy is in the house of the anchor. This person finally has the ability and this willingness, the strength to work on this together, because the anchor works on two sides, right? It's two sides of a coin. And the bear, this talks also about a sacred, like a faded connection. And it's also about a past life connection with the bear and the cross. This is not an easy faded connection, not at all. But it is something that has strength and that has the power to create something truly meaningful. I do feel guided to, now I'm gonna use this deck now. Let's see, is there anything else, like from the tarot, that wants to come out about this reunion timeline that is opening up? The sun, like, okay. Any other questions? Like, for real now? Yeah, everything's going to be all right. Like, everything is turning out to the highest good, and something is coming to light. Yeah. Something that definitely took time with the 9 of Wands, but someone is also going the distance now. It's this close from, like, completion. Look, there's a blank card. Yeah. And there was a pause, and then there is this temperance that is coming in. Okay, anything that the feminine has to be aware of. The 5 of Swords. Be mindful what you're feeding your own mind. That's what I'm getting. Do not be your own worst enemy. Yeah. Do not hold back. And what I'm also hearing with this is to speak your truth. To not let the mental conflict like burden you, but also say what's on your mind. Look, another blank card. So that's it for the feminine. What do we have to know about the masculine? What does the masculine energy need to know? Are you serious? 5 of Cups. That they're going to regret this if they're not going to come out of it. Yeah, Strength, 7 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Is there anything else with the 5 of Cups that needs to come out? Where? That I didn't grab on. Hold on. 4 of Wands, 3 of Wands, the Strength. They will always regret it, because if they're not finding the strength to pursue this 4 of Wands with you, then this would be them giving up on their true love. What is meant to happen between the two of you? What is this reunion like? What is this reunion timeline about as well? Even though the moon. It is something that is destined. It's something that has always been felt. And it's also about the balance of the Emperor. It's the balancing of the masculine energy that is coming around here. I'm kind of intrigued by this card. Ace of Swords. It's about This reunion timeline is about speaking your truth, also speaking their truth, and also opening up about their fears, their desires, and everything else that they kept hidden, but also you. Did you expect, like, oh, expect, and sorry, I mean, I meant, did you accept less than you deserved before because you didn't want to push this person away? You tried to prolong maybe them staying in your life before, even though it still ended up in separation? Then this is also your sign that you have to speak your truth and to really embrace authentically your feminine energy. Yeah. And yeah, look at this Empress energy. No way. Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. Can't wait to upload this. This is amazing. I'm sending you all the very best. Until next time, take care and bye-bye.